think they're quite healthy, because things like that, in some cases you're going to start a flame war, video comments, pretty bad idea. But if you're trying to just sort of be honest and sort of that thing about it, then stuff like video comments does actually encourage it. Like, I wouldn't encourage loads of kids to start doing video comments because anonymity is useful. There's a reason that the internet uses anonymity, and it's because it's for the protection of the people. It's for all sorts of security reasons, and it's there. And we've seen those videos where people have been pretty much emotionally afflicted by the people who started doing a blog, and the anonymity was trolled by people. There's the famous case of that girl in the whole joking her father, I will call the cyber beast. And you get those. But the reason you get those is because sometimes these people don't hide behind their anonymity, and they can get struck down on the internet. And it's sad that that's the case, because if anything, anyone who doesn't hide behind their anonymity on the internet always deserves a little bit of praise for the fact that they're willing to not hide behind that anonymity.
Exactly.
If you're on the witness protection program, you don't have to give in video calls.
And one instance where anonymity would have been useful would have been Rebecca Black even.
Yeah.
If she had posted an MP3 first and gotten a response then as Singer Girl 123 and put out an MP3 and see what kind of response it got, and then made her music videos that was positive, that would have been good. But she went straight towards the music video and put her name Rebecca Black on it. She got bullied to the point where she was taken out of school and put into homeschooling.
In all fairness, it was her mother that bought her the rights to do a music video. I think her mother paid $3,000 to art music videos and all that. So it was like a direct music video present, but it is, and it was partly due to almost, I'd say, the sort of irresponsibility of the studio itself. The studio that did probably they didn't do any walls checking for it first. And people get emotionally hurt by it. Rebecca Black is not a bad person as far as I know. I've not met her and anything like that. But, I doubt she's a bitch. Okay? I doubt that. And the thing is that, she posted one terrible song. and the worst phrase I can't even say, because because everyone's seen my video on AGTV. Everyone's seen it. Where it's Dead Man Wonderland and he's torturing her with the Rebecca Black video. But and that was me admittedly hiding behind my anonymity. But and it was me trying to have some fun with that. But it's things like that. It does hurt people, and I contributed to that hurt, which is bad. But but you do sort of get the point in that. It's definitely okay. So sometimes there is a sort of irresponsibility of what you can and can't do, and sadly, with the case of things like Rebecca Black, that was the music studio's fault. It wasn't her.
And the final I put it, I'm going to take something you wrote when you were 13 years old, and I'm going to put it on the internet for everyone to see, and we'll see how awesome it is. Come on, you cut the girl a break.
Yeah, and then there's that big difference where Miniman, what you did was you parodied something.
Right.
Yeah, you made a little joke out of it.
Right.
You have people on that video's YouTube comments saying, "Go burn in hell, you fucking bitch."
Right.
And I deleted most of those comments when I can, but they keep coming.
It's an amazing thing is that and again, there's this idea that that's okay. You can get away with that. You can actually post that and go to sleep at night. Please, there's I don't know how you can do that.
It's just odd. It's just, I think it's perhaps because I know that I'm sort of almost on the limit here, but we did grow up without this internet culture, without this entire, now when kids go into video games, they go into 360 straight away and stuff like that. So now I know, it was disgraceful. I did some help at a local primary school recently, and I went to year 5, and nearly all the lads were talking about COD, and it made me like go, what the hell happened? Because when I was in year 5, I was trading Pokemon cards, having the time of my life. Because the thing is, I know this sounds completely stereotypical, and I know that I shouldn't be the person saying it. Video games can be seriously bad for children, but it's not even the video games itself. It's the internet and the anonymity of that that can be just as damaging. Like, you know, people say that video games are the culprit. They're not. If anything, the internet's probably worse in that sense for those sort of things. Because why did COD also become popular among those people? It was because of internet use. The reason Modern Warfare 2 sold was because of blatant, non-needed corporate advertising in the idea of terrorists in a game, make news, make sell children think it's hardcore on internet. I grew up with a PS1 and Bomberman, and my God, so good. And bust a move.
And that's what makes it, the internet and everything is what makes it bad for children, because if you take what you grew up with, which would be like Pokemon, oh here's a card, oh you have a better card than me, oh no, things like that. You put the same 10-year-old boy on Call of Duty, and he's going, pwned asshole, and running around shooting things.
Exactly.
The thing is, I look at those kids and go, if I was born, you know, at their age, that would be me. You know, and I think, and you know, a lot of people put the blame on the parents, but the fact is that part of it almost is because you can have one person stopping people from, you know, going to technology, and you know, they say in my day we didn't have that, and I humbly respect the people who do that. But the fact is that the mass don't do that, and in the end, who dictates social? Mass.
And the thing is, you know, one has to be aware that this is just it's one of the kind of odd things about society is this idea that I know a lot of folks who will say things like, you know, he's going to have to encounter this at some point, so by not allowing him to encounter it now, I'm just not setting himself up for the future properly. I was like, can't he have a childhood? You know, have you introduced any strippers recently? It's like, you know, there's got to be some point at which you say, you know, no, that's a behavior, that's just a whole element of the world I'm not going to expose my child to.
And there's also that thing where that argument becomes invalid because you post that argument and you say he's going to encounter it at some point, why not early? Take the example of, even though it's such a rare example, take the example of sex. You can expose that to a child early because he's going to experience that anyway. But when the brain has not developed to the point of understanding that, it becomes harmful.
Like, you know, you can, in years, like, say you're going in, I don't know what the grades in year thing are, you know, Brent or thing, but here in year 6 before you go into secondary school, you know, it's important to understand what the whole, you know, important aspect of sexuality. You know, you by that age, you know, you're like 11, 12, you know, it's important that you understand sexuality and you understand the idea of sex and that sort of thing. But, you know, I know year 7s who have watched, like, more porn than I freaking did when I was 16. Okay? And it's... I will not step out of that. But, we'll have the stage. Children who are 12 and 13, you will understand them. But, you know, the thing is that this massive, it seems like this section that sort of I'm in now, it's just gone back 5 years in people's childhood. It almost seems quite annoying to me because I remember, you know, when I was 11, I was trying to fucking make the Diablos jump. I hated my Diablos. And the thing is, you know, and those devil sticks and everything, trying to see if I could get a little spin around or something, and those little fun things. But when people are over now, they're trying to see if they can get a collateral headshot on Call of Murder Game. I just don't want to advertise it. But it's like, it's annoying, and, you know, the thing is, even in Britain, where at least the age rating is there for a reason, it's 18, like, you know, what happened in America, I'm not trying to make fun of America here, but we will make violent video games unavailable to those under 18. And what did America say? America said that would basically mean it was classed like porn, and therefore it was, alright, and because of your first part of the Constitution, that was not allowed. Whilst everyone in Britain was going, we've had that for years. I can't walk into a store and buy Gears of War. I can't walk into a store and buy Call of Duty. I can't do that. Even if I'm with my parents, I probably can't do it because the parents will say behind me going, it's okay. If the parent buys it and I'm surreptitiously sneaking around the corner, then maybe. But I really don't like buying 18, especially if someone buys one. I just feel so wrong. I never do it. Like, if I can't get an 18, I accept it. You know, I've learned to accept it. You know, I could have gotten to Gears of War a long time ago. I'll wait. You know, it's sort of how I deal with things. And the thing is that I almost wish, and even though it's now been proven that here in Britain it just didn't work, because it hasn't worked because people 11, like I said in year 5, are talking about Call of Duty now, and all that sort of thing, and you know, they seem immature, but immature with more adult things than I have. And you know, sort of, and think about it, you know, adult things and maturity go together. Adult things and immaturity don't. And you know, but I do sometimes find it almost slightly offensive, like with the whole American, it's like porn if you do that, and it's against the first Constitution. I'm just like, I'm sorry, and I'll never say it to another American again, but in that situation, fuck the Constitution. Okay? I'm okay with all the rest of your stuff in that Constitution, but that bit is, you're just using it as an excuse now, I can't have this. Like, it's just annoying that, that people just go do something. I don't like the idea that kids are becoming adults now. I just don't like it.
Well, and that gets back into this whole thing. I think it's one of the reasons why for this otaku obsession is this culture of instant gratification. You know, I am going to get my anime, you know, the second it's released in Japan, and I don't care if I don't pay for it. I don't care if they don't get any money for it. I don't care because I'm going to get it right now. You know, Call of Duty is a big game, so I'm going to play it. I don't care how, you know, what the rating is on it. That's really worrying. I think it's one of the reasons why you get these folks who are just rabid obsessive fans, because they have that little, you know, that cocaine fix of this thing that they like, and they get it constantly, and it's being pulled in. I mean, one of the things I am very glad at being an older otaku is the fact that when I got into anime, not to get into old geezer mode, but you know, a series would come out and a disc would come out, and then you wait a couple of months, and then the next disc would come out. Ed I forget his show's name now. Anyway, was talking about how, you know, when he got into manga, you could buy all the manga that was released every week. You could keep up with all manga because they released 2 a week. And that was just, there was this pace of things. But the problem is, as you continue on, and as you get into this thing where you can just consume massive quantities, there is this point where you folks. One of the reasons I put it in there is not to say these damn kids, is to say that that's what you grow up when that's what you grow up with. That's what you expect. You know, you don't have the advantage of living in an era where you